September 21st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and some weather changes are on tap eventually. I think those changes begin this weekend. I'm a little more confident now of the timing of it. I've been mentioning for several days that some pattern changes were kind of hanging out there in the hazy distance, but I think it's coming into a little better focus now, and I'll delve into that here in today's edition of the video. Here's a look at the watch, warning, and advisory map across the lower 48 this morning, and still a leftover severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Wisconsin and the UP and Michigan. Warmth surging all the way up to the Great Lakes region, but very chilly in the New England states. Those white shaded counties, those are frost advisories and even some freeze warnings up that way. So sure sign that fall is just around the corner here. In fact, beginning Thursday. All right, let's take a peek at the upper air chart for today. Ridging persisting overhead across all the southeastern part of the country. Some record highs being set back into the Tennessee Valley and the deep south today. But look what happens by Monday. That's a cold core upper level low that cuts itself off right around the region, and that'll help to feed a trough into the eastern part of the country that might wind up sticking around for a good chunk of next week. So let's delve into it. The rest of the work week is going to stay very warm, way above average for high temperatures. Highs in most spots in the Piedmont, mid to upper 80s, some low 90s today. Tomorrow, I'll continue to mention a very, very limited chance of a late day shower or storm, mainly in the mountains, but can't even rule out one or two of them in the Piedmont, but most of us are going to be dry, still very warm tomorrow. Thursday, we're talking a lot of low 90s probably for highs. Friday, same deal. But as we get into the weekend, the changes begin to take shape. Saturday still looks quite warm. Probably upper 80s to some lower 90s for highs Saturday. But Saturday night into Sunday, we'll see a chance of some showers and thunderstorms developing as cold front approaches and some energy aloft begins to kick in. So I'll mention the chance Sunday of some showers and thunderstorms, and that chance might persist into Monday in a few spots, but it will turn significantly cooler next week as well. And in fact, there's some downright cold air that tries to invade the Great Lakes region in the northeast by late next week. In terms of temperatures, we're probably talking highs early next work week returning to near or even a bit below average, assuming the upper air pattern unfolds like it looks like it will right now. So definitely some changes coming in the next week or so. In the tropics, Igor becoming a non-tropical low pressure in the North Atlantic today, and Lisa has formed in the eastern Atlantic Ocean. Lisa will probably generally meander fairly slowly out here in the eastern Atlantic for much of this week. But notice this area right here, entering the Caribbean Sea. A lot of the modeling, in fact, almost every single computer model winds up developing that system into our next system after Lisa. Let me show you some of the select models down the road. This is the Canadian model all the way out at 102 hours, and there's Lisa out here in the eastern Atlantic, and there is what would be Matthew forming. GFS, similar, a little farther north with what would become Matthew, and Lisa very weak on the GFS. The no gaps, same general idea, developing that Caribbean system and kind of meandering Lisa in the eastern Atlantic Ocean. And a couple of the models here, this is what the GFS eventually does with the system that would likely become Matthew. Takes it up to the Bahamas. It's really the farthest east model. There's the Canadian model, pretty intense tropical system moving toward the mouth of the Mississippi River all the way out on the evening of September 30th. That'll be a week from Thursday. And the European, rather, is fairly similar, just a touch farther east in the Gulf. So that'll be a system to watch down the road. So we'll see if that system does indeed develop in the Caribbean later this week, and then it would be kind of figuring out the upper air pattern to figure out where it might threaten the United States down the road. But again, that system is yet to even develop. All right, that's it for this Tuesday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.